Alright guys, what's going on? My name's Garen Belma. How y'all doing today? So first of all, I want to take the time to say thank you. Honestly, last video did so fucking well. Like, I'm surprised, I'm a small YouTuber, and the fact that that video just absolutely popped off was just insane. Like, again, small YouTuber, so when I see big number, I'm like, ooh, big number. But yeah, honestly, thank you so much. I'm very appreciative that you guys liked the video. I pulled that video out of my ass. I was working on another video. I didn't like the way that one was coming out, so I didn't, I haven't even like thought about working on that video. But I kind of wanted to just upload something, to get something, on the channel. And I came up with that topic, and apparently people were not in agreement, but people were seemingly content with that video. So, again, thank you. I'm very appreciative of you guys watching that video, commenting, liking, all that fun stuff. But yeah, so let's talk about this video. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about builds in Wayfinder because I'm a little worried about builds. From what I have seen of how builds are going to work once we start getting to like end game and once we start like, progressing and stuff like that, I'm really a little worried about how diverse builds are going to be in the game. So let's talk about how your builds are going to be not compromised. That's comprised of. So first of all, you have your weapon. Your weapon is going to have a weapon ability. You're going to have your character. Your character is going to have a passive as well as your static character abilities. Then you're going to have your echoes. Echoes are basically these things that you get off of enemies when you kill them, whether they be bosses or just regular mobs. And these can be used to or slotted into your character as well as your weapon to kind of augment and like boost the stats and stuff like that. And then you have affinity. Affinity is going to be your affinity is going to be kind of like as you level up, you're going to be able to get points, and you can put points into one of the three different affinities. I can't remember the names off the top of my head. I remember one is discipline, and that's about it. But yeah, but so far from what it seems like builds. Oh, sorry, I forgot also about artifacts. I think they are. Artifacts are kind of like accessories. They give like passive bonuses and stuff like that. From what I've seen, they might do a little bit more. I don't know. I haven't played the closed beta since like when it was out, so trying to memorize stuff, as well as I watched a video by Pupsker, who is a Warframe content creator. I watched his video to kind of like try and see like what's going on with all that stuff. But yeah, but from what it seems like the way builds are going to work is just really stat increases, more so than like seeing like kind of unique things that might really augment your abilities, if that makes any sense. And I'm a little worried about once we start getting to end game content, once we start getting to, harder content, people are going to get max level and stuff like that. We're going to start seeing people getting funneled into one particular build for each Wayfinder. And again, that's a little worrisome, because I really like the fact that you can, you don't have to be a NIS that uses daggers. You could be a NIS that uses a gun. You could be a NIS that uses an axe, or a greatsword, or what have you. I really like that. But what is helping me have that playstyle? Like, if I want to be a NIS that uses a gun and be more ranged, well, I don't really have that many abilities that kind of go with that theme. So if I have abilities that are more centered around being melee focused, it's not going to really make sense that I use a gun. And that's where I'm starting to really kind of, like, I'm starting to get worried, because, when you look at a game like Diablo 4, and I know some people might hate that I use Warframe as an example or compare the two, so that's why I'm using Diablo. Some people are going to hate that I'm using Diablo as a comparison. Suck my dick and balls, that's why. Anyway, but when you look at Diablo 4, you have the legendary aspects. You have legendary aspects that really augment the way your abilities work. Like, for instance, I've been running Rogue, and there is a build where you use penetrating shot. and you have a legendary aspect that makes it so when penetrating shot does damage, it actually splits off and does like kind of like these smaller penetrating shots. That sounds really dirty. but yeah, but you see what I mean. You have these like augments that really kind of like change the way your abilities work. But not only that, in Diablo 4 you have different abilities, so I you know, you can really like switch and mix and match and stuff like that. So that's where I'm a little worried about with Wayfinder and how builds are going to work, because what's separating, you know, my Wingrave from another person's Wingrave other than cosmetic differences, because we have the same abilities, and you know, we might be, you know, the way builds work, we might be all being funneled into, you know, the same exact build. And that's just what I'm worried about. You know, hopefully, you know, once the game comes out, things are going to be expanded upon a lot more. And, you know, maybe, you know, if that doesn't happen, maybe we can offer some feedback to the developers, to Airship Syndicate, and maybe see some changes there. And as time goes on, maybe we can see, you know, things like augmentations to your abilities that make them do like some crazy shit that looks like really fucking cool or something like that. But that's all I had to say for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, thank you all so much for the last video. Hello to all you new subscribers out there. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to you know, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be covering more Wayfinder content in the future. Hopefully once the game comes out, we can or at least I can, I don't know why I'm saying we, I can, you know, start, you know, make guide videos, gameplay videos, all that kind of stuff, you know, all the things that I can, my tiny little brain can think of. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Like always, my name's Garen Belmont. See you all in the next video. Bye-bye.